Man, I'm starving, said Mike. You got anything to eat? Check the fridge, said Jeff. He was sifting through the mail. As usual, there was nothing for him. All bills and notices for his mother. What's in here, said Mike. He'd opened the door of the refrigerator and his head had disappeared inside it. He had his feet spread apart and bending from the waist, hands on his knees, he looked ready to dive in. I don't know, said Jeff. Close the door. I gotta look, said Mike. I'm hungry. He came out, holding a dish. What's this? Jeff looked. Meatloaf, he said. Better leave that alone. It's probably our dinner. I'll only take a little, said Mike. No, said Jeff, but Mike had already removed the tinfoil and was cutting in with a knife. Where's your bread, he said. Don't take too much, okay, said Jeff, or Mom will shoot me. Bread, said Mike. Man, this is great. This is the only time I really like school. When we're off, you got it. Freedom. Where's the ketchup? Door of the fridge. You better get your money or we'll be late. We said we'd meet them in 20 minutes. I know, said Jeff. He handed 2 pieces of bread to his friend. Where's your money, said Mike. Up in my room. Well, get it, man. Come on, said Mike. As Jeff was leaving the room, Mike yelled, You got any chips? Don't make a mess, Jeff shouted back. He went up to his room, not knowing what to do. He and Mike were supposed to meet the other guys to see a movie, and they didn't have much time. He wanted to see the movie, to go with the guys, but the only money he had was in his bank. The bank he'd had for, how many years? Forever. His father had given him that bank when he was just a little kid. In his room he picked it up. It was heavy, so full of coins that it no longer jingled when he shook it. It had been full for several years. Not putting coins in it for so long, he didn't really think of it as a bank, but it was. The money was in there, a considerable amount. Now he was sorry he'd remembered it, and said he had it. It was a clown bank. His father had told him the name of the clown. It was a famous clown, but Jeff didn't remember the name. To him, the clown was Crackers. Crackers was dressed in a scruffy black jacket and torn patched pants, with a white shirt and a big red and yellow polka dot bow tie. His arms were outstretched and he was holding his black hat in one hand. That was where you put the money into the bank, in the hat, not through the top of Crackers' head. Crackers had been around for so long that, to Jeff, he was just about alive. Sometimes Jeff would lie on his bed and look at the clown, and it was as if they were conversing, though no words or even fully developed thoughts were formed. But Crackers was there, and that in itself was enough. He had an expression on his face that was hard to figure. Sometimes it was happy, and sometimes it was sad. It had gotten to the point where Jeff believed that Crackers felt the way he was feeling. He was looking at Crackers now, trying to figure out if he looked happy or sad. He wished he'd never told Mike that he had money to go see the movie. Mike walked into the room carrying a sandwich in his hand. What's going on, he said. Where's your plate, Jeff said, repeating the things his mom said to him all the time. Let's get going, said Mike. We'll be late. I don't know, said Jeff. What do you mean, said Mike. You don't want to go? Yeah, I want to go, said Jeff. What's your problem, said Mike. You afraid they'll check us for ID? No. Hey, if we've got money, they could care less. We can just say we're cool. They don't care. You got your money? I've got it, said Jeff. It's just that it's in here. He turned Crackers around in his hands to show him to Mike. Well, get it out, said Mike. I can't. Isn't there a hole or something? A plug? No. What kind of stupid bank is that? Mike said. You really can't get it out? No. How'd you get it in? Right here. Jeff showed him the slot inside the hat. Can't you shake some out? Jeff shook Crackers. It's full. Well, then break it open and let's go. I can't do that. Why not? This is an expensive bank, Mike. It's real porcelain. It's also practically an antique. I've had it for years. That won't get you into the movie, stud. I know. Is this like some teddy bear trip? No, but, well, look, I'm going to go. Are you coming or not? Jeff looked at Crackers. Why did you put your money in it if you're not going to get it out, said Mike. What kind of a dumb bank is that? My dad gave this to me, said Jeff. Yeah, okay, said Mike. But wouldn't your dad want you to go to the movie? Yeah. So? Jeff said nothing. I don't get it, said Mike. Tough. For you. You know what my dad says to me? No. You want to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. Brilliant. Same deal. No, it's not. Yeah, it is if you want to go to the movie. What are you going to do? Keep that thing all your life? Is that what your dad wanted? I don't know what he wanted. I just know he gave it to me. Okay, it's your choice. But I think you're making too big a deal over this. It's just a bank. You could use the money. I know. Maybe you can break it gently, like one of the arms, and then glue it back together. I don't want to. Okay, I'm going. Okay. You want me to do it? No. Come on, Jeff. Your dad would want you to go to the movie. Jeff didn't say anything. Look, here's what you do. Break an arm, get your money, then you glue the arm back on. No big deal. Jeff remained silent, holding the bank. Come on, said Mike. The movie is hot. This movie is hot. We gotta go. Jeff hit Cracker's arm on the edge of his desk, the arm not holding the hat. It did not break. He did it again, and the arm snapped off above the elbow. Jeff shook Crackers, tipping him sideways, but the porcelain was thick, and the opening was not wide enough for the coins to fall out. Now what? Said Jeff. Now you gotta break it somewhere else, said Mike. It's already broken. Come on, we gotta go. Holding Crackers by his feet, Jeff struck him on the edge of the desk. Again, and on the third time Crackers shattered, and coins poured down on the desk and the floor, a waterfall. Jesus, you got a fortune here, said Mike, picking up fistfuls of silver. I'll bet you have $20. Jeff put Cracker's feet down on the desk. He knew he was never going to glue the bank back together, and the old rhyme about Humpty Dumpty ran into his mind. But Humpty Dumpty, he thought, was just an egg. Cracker's head, broken but intact, had fallen on the floor. Jeff picked it up and looked at it. A few more coins fell out. Come on, man, said Mike. Get your money. We'll be late. Let's go.